Running a seven-figure Amazon FBA business can be extremely complicated, and I'm speaking from personal experience. The last couple months, I've neglected certain tasks inside my business that has hurt the growth of my company. And so what I decided to do is create an entire template, which we're going to be talking about, of tasks that I need to be doing daily, weekly, and monthly. And I'm going to cover all of the things in detail, and I'm also going to give you this task checklist completely free at the end of the video, which I'll break down. But I'm super excited to dive into this. I know it's going to help you because it's helped me a ton manage and run my seven-figure business. And that is the goal of this channel, is to help you guys crush Amazon FBA. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more content. But let's dive into this task checklist that is seriously going to be game changer. So as you can see, we've got it broken down in daily, weekly, monthly, and one-time increments. So basically self-explanatory. We've got things that we need to be doing on a daily basis, which are check buyer seller messages. So this is something that nobody really talks about, and it's just kind of obvious, but you have to respond to inquiries every single day that customers ask. And you have a 48-hour window, and if you don't, then it's going to hurt your account. So that's super easy. You're going to check sales and profits using either Seller Board or Helium 10. So these are two profit dashboard softwares that I recommend. And what this is allow you to do is actually know your numbers. As Amazon sellers, we're constantly refreshing our screen, checking sales. But if we're not profitable, then it doesn't matter. If we have $100,000 in sales and we're not profiting, then those $100,000 don't matter. We're in the business of selling on Amazon to make money. And so having this profits dashboard is just to help us understand, okay, where's my money going? Am I spending too much on PPC? Are my coupons, am I spending too much? Do I need to adjust prices? Where's money going? Do I have long-term storage fees? And these are things that you can be looking at on a daily basis on Seller Board or Helium 10. So I have those links, some great discounts. You get 2 months free or 20% off for 6 months. I'll put those links down below, but you want to check sales and profits, not necessarily on your phone, rather on a dashboard that breaks down all of the numbers. The next thing kind of goes hand in hand is you're going to check PPC spend and make sure that you're not spending recklessly. I see so many new sellers create an automatic campaign, keyword campaign, and they just turn it on and they don't optimize. They don't even know where the money is going. And they wake up and they're like, oh, I spent $100 and I lost money and my account balance is in the negative and I don't know why. And you don't know why because you don't know where your money is being spent. So that goes hand in hand with knowing your profit margins, but then also knowing how much you're actually spending on PPC. And having the dashboard of Seller Board or Helium 10, it has a number of, hey, this is how much money you're spending in PPC. And are you profitable? And it's going to calculate that and let you know, are you spending too much or not? Or can you spend more to increase sales, or do you need to pull back to increase profit margins? So these are things that you're going to want to check on a consistent basis so that, again, you're not just throwing money down the drain. The next thing is, are you launching a new product? As Amazon sellers, you should always be innovating. You should always be looking for more opportunities to grow and scale your business. And so if you are, you need to be in constant communication with your suppliers and manufacturers, reaching out to them, getting quotes, getting samples, checking in on orders. And so that is a daily task that you should be checking in, even if it's 10, 15 minutes a night. You should be reaching out and saying, hey, what's going on here? What's going on this? Especially if you are launching new products. So for my business, this is what I'm doing on a daily basis. They're very simple. They don't take long. And to be honest, we're talking about 10, 15 minutes max for me to go in and just check those miscellaneous daily tasks. These aren't as important, but if you don't do it, they will compound and it will negatively affect your business. So now what I want to do is jump to the weekly checklist items. And this is where things start getting really important. And you're going to want to make sure that you do and implement all of these things. So the first is check inventory levels and reorder inventory as needed. So what I use is called Seller Board, and I'll show you guys right here. And if you come to Seller Board and you come to the inventory tab, you have inventory planner. And this is what I do once a week. I come right here and I see my days of stock left. And if I have a red number, then I need to do something about it and I need to reorder inventory. Or if things are getting low and I'm like, hey, I only have 17 days until next order, I need to write that down and plan in advance so that I'm aware of what inventory is running out of stock and what do I need to reorder. And I promise this gets extremely complicated as you start scaling your business and you have multiple SKUs. As soon as you get 10, 20, 30 SKUs, you start forgetting about those simple tasks and having a reminder every single week to just go check seller board and see what I need to reorder. Super easy. So you get seller board, you want to check those inventory levels because running out of stock can be detrimental to your Amazon FBA business, and you want to do everything that you can to avoid it. The next one is checking with suppliers on orders, samples, shipping, updates. So this is something where you're not going to be hounding them every single day saying, hey, where's my order? Where's my order? Where's my order? Hey, give me info, give me info, give me info. If you've already placed the order, checking in at least once a week is sufficient. And this is just touching base and say, hey, how are things going? Hey, how was your week? And just creating and building that relationship. And so many people don't do that. You need to establish a relationship with your supplier, even if it is just saying, hey, how was your week? How's your family? I'm just checking in. Just a simple touch point once a week is all you need. And that will do and make a big difference with your relationship and the quality of your products and just the overall experience that you have with your manufacturer. Now, when I talk about the daily of contacting your supplier daily, that's more when I refer to when you're launching a product and you're in constant communication of adjusting the packaging, samples, adjusting features, and different things like that. So on existing orders, just once a week, send a note and that will be sufficient. The next thing is evaluate your coupons. I'm a huge advocate of running coupons on your Amazon listing. And what will happen is some coupons will turn off because they either hit the budget or you have a 3-month window and that 3-month window might end. And for me, there's no notification saying, hey, the coupon's off. So I just need to go in and check what coupon is running. And sometimes I don't need to activate anything. And then other times I'm like, oh, this coupon expired. I'm just going to reactivate it. Or, hey, this coupon campaign did well. I'm going to try to even do better. Or instead of doing a 10%, I'm going to do 5%. Or instead of doing a 5%, I'm going to do $5 off. And I'm just going to tweak some things with my coupons. The next thing is optimizing PPC. So this is something that you're going to want to dive deep into at least once a week. Pull reports. And what you're going to do is you're going to add and remove keywords. So in the reports, you'll see what's working and what's not. You'll remove the keywords that aren't working, put them in negative match. And then the keywords that are working, you'll want to add them to your exact match campaigns, maybe increase the bids, maybe increase the budgets. And then that's the next thing is increasing, lowering bids and increasing and lowering budgets and going in and seeing what's working and what's not. And adjusting. PPC is a constant optimization process. And so doing that once a week is just going to help you stay on top of it. And it's going to help you be a little bit more profitable with PPC. And one thing that I will do is throw a quick plug for Seller 360. If you guys want me and my team to manage your PPC, we are one of the most affordable services. It's seriously cheaper than going and buying a software tool. You can just have us manage it for you 100% on autopilot. You can go to Seller 360 and sign up, and we will do that for you. And we will remove that task so you don't have to look at your PPC spend daily, and you don't have to constantly be optimizing every single week. The next one is using this product research cheat sheet to look for new opportunities to grow your brand. I'm going to include this completely free. I should be charging for this. And again, if you guys stay to the very end, I'll show you guys how to get this task checklist. But if you click on this cheat sheet, it's going to open up, and I'm going to kind of blur some stuff right here so you can't see everything. You guys got to actually work for it. But it breaks down the criteria for a good product, products to avoid, and additional good signs of products. So that is going to be included. And I promise once a week, if you spend even 30 minutes, 45 minutes, even if you have 3-4 products and you're satisfied, spend a little bit of time and do some digging and do some product research to see what are some new opportunities. How can I grow and expand my brand? And taking that 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour once a week, it doesn't need to be crazy amounts of work, but just going in and seeing, hey, what can I do to launch another product, or how can I build off of my brand, or how can I add maybe a new variation or a new design or a new color or a new size, and doing the research, that is going to be extremely valuable. So once a week, evaluate what you can do to grow your brand with product research. The next thing is post and be active on social media. This is something that trying to do at least once a week. Obviously, ideally, if you could do it once a day, that would be awesome. But it's just, for me, it's not that important where I'm going to be doing it 2-3 times a day. I want to try to do it maybe 1, 2, 3 times a week. But posting on social media is just going to help you build your overall brand presence. And this is something that you're not going to see immediate effects right away of like, hey, I'm posting on social media, I should be 10xing my business. And it's like, that's not how it works. Social media is just a constant slow grind, but as you slowly build up, more and more people start noticing, more and more people start following, and then your shoppers, the people that buy, will find your social media, and then they see, hey, they've got 100 posts. This is a legitimate brand. They've got 1,000+ followers, and they're more likely to be brand loyal because you have this social media presence. And then not only that, is it's extremely valuable for when you exit the company. It's extremely valuable to have that one-on-one communication with customers. I have people reaching out to me via Instagram DMs on my brand's accounts, asking questions about my products. And that's fantastic. Instead of them contacting me via Amazon or them contacting me via email, they just send me a quick DM. And now I know that they've bought my product, and I can follow up and say, hey, I would appreciate it if you would leave a review. I would appreciate it if you could give me some feedback on how we could improve the overall experience. And now you have that touch base. So social media is super important. And yes, it does take time. And so that's why doing it at least once a week, it'll take you like 5 minutes. Just post, be on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and that will help a lot. The next thing, and this is the last two are kind of some things that I've definitely been struggling with and why I put them in my task checklist. But the last one is using Helium 10 keyword tracker to monitor your rank. So what you can do is use Helium 10. And again, I'll have a discount code down below for 20% off for 6 months. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to put your ASIN in, the keywords where you want to rank your product, and you can go in and monitor your rank and see, did you increase, did you drop, and where are you at? And if there's certain keywords that you're like, man, I was in the first position or third position, and now I'm in the 8th position, maybe you need to be more aggressive with your PPC on that specific keyword. Maybe you need to throw on more coupon codes. Maybe you need to run an influencer campaign and get more traffic to your listing. And so having the keyword tracker to monitor your rank will just give you a better idea of what your current standings of your business is. So understanding your rank is super important, and having Helium 10 keyword tracker is going to help you manage that. So that is all for the weekly. And now we're going to jump to the monthly. And again, things just continue to get more and more important. And that's not to say that certain tasks aren't important. Every task is important. And again, the last couple months, I've just neglected these little miscellaneous tasks, and I promise it compounds, and it's just that domino effect, and it can hurt you if you don't stay on top of it. So the monthly, you're going to check Feedback Manager and request to remove all negative feedback. I regret not doing this because you have 90 days, and I have one-star review on my entire feedback that I should have been able to remove, but I forgot to remove it. And it's literally as simple as going to Feedback Manager on your Seller Central account and hit request to remove a certain feedback. If the feedback talks about the product, or if it talks about the shipment was late and Amazon was doing the fulfillment, you can get that completely removed from your account. You don't want one-star reviews. And let me be clear, feedback is different than product reviews. Product reviews are basically like almost impossible to get removed, where feedback is your actual store feedback, and those you can get removed, and you have 90 days. So you want to be doing this at least once a month, going in and removing and requesting to remove all that negative feedback. The next thing is schedule Amazon posts for the month. This is so slept on. It's crazy. And I'm telling you, you need to be posting on Amazon posts to help build your following. It's going to bring in super, super cheap traffic, cheap clicks, because essentially you're just paying time to set up the schedule for these Amazon posts. And you can have a post go viral. You can have a post get you followers, which we'll talk about in the future, which you can then reach out to those followers. And this is something that you're going to want to do once a month. And you can schedule these posts out in advance. So technically you could schedule these posts out 3 months, 4 months in advance if you have the content. And so what I recommend is once a month, it'll take you maybe an hour or two, get all the content and schedule these posts, tag the certain products. Just side note, you have to be brand registered to do this. So if you're not brand registered yet, that should be part of something that you need to do, which is on another task, which we'll talk about. But Amazon posts are super important, and that should be once a month. The next thing is once a month, you should consider lightning deal opportunities. So like Prime Day, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, or maybe you have a product that sells well during Easter. So maybe you want to do a lightning deal before Easter, or you have a great product for Father's Day. So you want to do it just right before Father's Day. All of these things you want it to take into consideration. And at least once a month, say, hey, should I run a lightning deal? Do I have excess inventory? Do I have enough inventory? And those are things that you can kind of look at once a month. The next thing is checking accounting and bookkeeping. So this is important once a month to just check your finances. And the company that I use and recommend is called Bench. So they handle all of my bookkeeping. And basically once a month, they'll follow up and I have to go in and categorize certain expenses, or they might have certain questions about certain purchases. And once a month, I'll just go in and answer their questions. It doesn't take very long. And so if you guys are looking for a bookkeeper, go get Bench. That discount of 30% off for 3 months is honestly well worth it. And I've been using Bench now for almost 6 years. Like, they're game changer. So that is something that I do once a month. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump to the one time of what I'm going to be doing. These are just kind of one-time occurrences for each individual product listing. And that is the first one, which I talked about. It's extremely important, and that is getting your brand enrolled in brand registry. So if you guys are building a brand on Amazon, and if you're not brand registered, you're going to want to do this. This is going to cost you around $1,000, $1,500 to do it, but it's going to unlock just so many brand benefits that are going to be well worth it. The next thing is you're going to create the perfect optimized listing with photos, titles, bullets, and description. Don't take any shortcuts. Take your time and do this properly. The next one is creating professional product video for each listing. I see so many sellers not have videos on their listing, and I don't know why. Do that, and then you can use those videos with PPC, and you can do PPC video ads. And those ads are going to convert just in, they're amazing. And I promise they're game changer. The next thing is creating A+ content. Again, you have the content. You just need to go in and reorganize it, adjust a little bit, and create the A+ content. This will take you like an hour, maybe 2 hours max. And I see people not do it. So don't make any excuses and go get your A+ content done. The next thing is having a business credit card. Building business credit, taking advantage of points is slept on. And to be honest, I'm almost making a full-time salary every single year just with the amount of points and cash back I'm getting from my advertising. So all my PPC is charged to my credit card. All my inventory, all my software, when I pay for services like Bench, or when I pay for services like Sellerboard or Helium 10, I'm using credit cards and I'm getting cash back. So the cards that I recommend are the Amex Gold is by far one of my favorites. It does have a pretty hefty annual fee of $350, I believe, or $300. So if you don't want that, then do the Amex Blue Cash. You'll get 2% up to $50,000 spend per year. And I just like Amex. They're just, for me, they're easy to get approved, and I have so many Amex cards. I actually have too many Amex Blue Cash cards that I can't apply for anymore. But it's just a fantastic card. And then the next one is the Capital One Spark. So that's a Visa card. So those are the three that I recommend. And then the next one is set up the Get Reviews framework. And you guys will see that all the things that are in blue, I have actual links and cheat sheet guides for you. So this Get Reviews framework, I'm literally giving you this for free. All you need to do is, I'll tell you at the end to get this, but this will break down literally step by step of how I am getting reviews. So the 4 easy ways to get reviews, and you're going to want to make sure that this is set up. So that is a one-time setup. Every time you launch a product, you're going to want to make sure that you have the Get More Reviews framework set up. The next thing is you're going to either use Sellerboard or Helium 10 and have the alerts turned on. And what this is going to do is every time there's a change on your listing or a price or a category changed or a hijacker, you're going to be notified. And having this on is super important. And I promise it's well worth it. And if you already are paying for Sellerboard or Helium 10, you might as well have that turned on. The next one is slept on so much, and I don't know why more people don't take advantage of it, and it's using an Amazon reimbursement service. And this is completely free. Well, I shouldn't say it's free, but you sign up for the service. It's free to sign up, and the only time that you pay is if they make you money. So if they make you money, then you pay. And I'm telling you, it will take you probably 15, 20 minutes to sign up, and your life will be changed. You will make more money back, like just from that one simple thing. And basically what happens is Amazon has mistakes, and this company goes in and audits them and will get you reimbursements of money that Amazon owes you. So it's a super easy way to put money into your pocket. All right, we're almost down to the last 2. Appreciate you guys watching. If you guys are enjoying, like the video, subscribe, share this with a friend. But the second to last one is claim social handles and website domains. So this is super important to go in and get your social media handles. So depending on your brand name, you want to go try to get your brand name's handle and then get your website domain. You might not be using a website right this second, but it has value. You might not be using your socials right this second, but having those handles has value. So go get and claim your handles and website domain. And then the next thing is I have a Shopify link where you guys can create a Shopify account. It's $1 for 3 months. So like it literally is like essentially free, and you'll want to create your website of your Amazon brand. And I promise it's going to take you a little bit, but what I've seen is I get overflow to my website. I don't run any traffic, and I still am doing sales just from the overflow from people buying on Amazon to then them finding me on social media to them buying directly from my website. And if you can get people to buy from your website, well, your profit margins just increased because you don't have that 15% referral fee. So creating a website using Shopify and just having that set up, using your domain, using your social media is just going to be that kind of domino effect and help you. So that's a complete task checklist breaking down what you need to be doing on a daily, weekly, monthly, and one-time basis. And if you guys want this cheat sheet completely free, this task checklist, all you need to do is follow me on Instagram and send me a DM saying task checklist. If you say that task checklist, I will send this to you, literally no strings attached. You don't need to give me any information. All you need to do is follow me on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. I will send this over, and you guys will have access to all of these resources. And I hope you take advantage of them, because I built this for my 7-figure business, and I know it's helped me stay a little bit more focused and understand what I need to do. And I'll constantly be adding and updating things. And these are the most important things that you want to be doing on a consistent basis. So go follow me on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.